Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion Plays Prison Architect. We're here to get started. As soon as I booted up the game, I had a pop-up that said $20,000 grant completion bonus. And my completion, or my grant to get those tools removed, the stolen tools and the stolen weapons, is now gone. So, I don't know if I accidentally, like, cheated the system or something like that, but we do appear to find ourselves. I'm also gonna, if possible, maybe install a staff door, like, right here. Just so that our workmen can get to work on this kind of addition as quickly as possible. So yeah, I didn't mean to scam the game for $25,000 or $20,000, but I guess I kind of did. What do we have going on in our grant section? Maybe I can take something else. There is cell block E. I don't love it though. Do we have anybody, like this is what I was looking at. How's our program going for carpentry apprenticeship? 5 finished, 1 passed. 1 passed. That's a bad start, but I do think that it is a start, at least. Maybe we can talk about getting some beds done. Does it comes with a $10,000 advance. I don't have any other grants. Sure, let's do it. Apart from that, we could do like short and long-term investment right away. Costs us a little bit of money, but it'll pay off, and it'll get those grants kind of cleared off of our queue, which I think is good. So we have 15 prisoners arriving soon, and you must be super exhausted. No? Just slow, okay. Way more than enough capacity to be able to hold those 15 prisoners, which I'm excited about. I feel like I'm playing the whole game in like super zoomed out mode now, but that is because our prison is becoming kind of enormous here, which is a good thing. We lost some valuation on the last episode, which blew my mind at the time. Maybe it's because of our cash flow. I mean, I know we have this much cash on hand. I guess cash flow doesn't really matter. I'm not sure how we ended up losing some value, but in any case, our prison is worth about $600 in cash right now. If you minus the, or subtract the $68,000 that we are presently holding, of course. We're, in case you didn't see the last episode or you've forgotten, maybe it's been a couple of days, hey, I'm not gonna judge. We stopped at Escape like 2 episodes ago, which blew my mind, and also, we're working on kind of the infrastructure for another expansion, cell block-wise, outwards here, which should be able to hold like another 50, maybe even more inmates. But for now, 20 minutes till more inmates arrive. We can sell these logs if we want to. Remember, I did notice that we had that sell tool, which we can pretty much just click and drag over here if we want to. I would feel worse about this if we didn't already have, like, more than enough logs, I believe, to produce these beds. Anyway, let's sort our prisoners. Let me first check on something. We can't take any maximum security inmates. We could put up to... well, how many people do I have in protective custody? How many cells? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I could put 6 more people in protective custody if necessary. Good to know. Alright. If you could please, like, get the visitors out of the truck, that would be good. Nothing special. Nothing special. Thomas Workbench Eaglebeak. I love that shirt, by the way. Workbench started his career as an employed pyrotechnician, but switched later on to construct highly explosive stuff and utilities for robberies. He is known for constructions of explosive things, even out of a tiny daily accessories or kitchen tools. Okay. You talk the talk. Geir Norwegian Vikings Foreign. Born and raised in Norway, Geir, I don't even know, I hope that's close, is a crazy and charming social manipulator. He is charged with massive tax fraud as well as selling large amounts of stocks from companies which he had access to. Don't trust him, he will take everything you own. Josh Ginger Bray hacked into the news network to embarrass his enemies but forgot to hide his identity and tried to shave his hair off to try and mask himself, but that didn't work. I know the feeling, buddy. Alright. No, like, ex-law enforcement that we can see right now. This guy could be anything. Alright, that's fine. I think we have one more truck coming. That's only like 12 people, and we had, I thought we had like 15 coming. What the heck? Oh, it's just 8 trees. I don't know if I've ever caught that before, as it's going. Oh, so one of these prisoners is deadly. We might want to put him in maximum security. Reputed to know the combinations to 10,000 bike locks, just not their locations. Chris Van Muir. And John Palmer, who is deadly. Let me go take a look in, maximum security, see if we can take like one relatively safe inmate out. Well, there's some extremely deadly inmates. This guy doesn't seem... What is his attacked prisoner, serious injury? Hey, you're just a victim of circumstance as far as I'm concerned. You're going to be normal security. And we're going to throw some deadly prisoner to take your spot here. We should get to work on a second kind of cell block for our maximum security prison. Basically, yes, we should do that probably ASAP, but this is fine. For now, our prison seems to be mostly running according to plan. What's up with our workmen? Like, I'm watching them. Oh, they're a little busy with chopping down trees, which is why they're not working on this expansion. Which I would be mad about, except for the fact that, you know, having these trees get chopped down gives us an extraordinary amount of wood to be able to sell, which is extremely, you know, financially lucrative for us. How are we doing from an education standpoint? We've had 6 pass. That's so sad. I think we need 15 to even get, like, the first criteria done. And then we need 5 to pass the GED in order to actually finish it, and we're not even close to that. Only 1 is interested in qualified, and then he probably has like a 20% chance of actually passing the course to begin with. That is not amazing. In any case, though, it's going relatively well. Prison seems to be mostly running itself. It's taken us a while. Please tell me that we have a guard kind of in the vicinity here. Oh, you're already escorting somebody. You're a dog handler. Please don't let this person die. We are already getting like no bonus for like good behavior and not having any deaths. I would like to see that bonus start to get, you know, maybe a little bit better. You might want to escort this deadly prisoner to maximum security. He's just going to be walking by some like plainclothes civilians now. Yeah, no problem. Just open the door for the deadly prisoner, workman. Don't even consult what could be the problem. Like, there's no risk at all, of course. Alright, so on days where we have a lot of prisoners coming in, I always expect that the riot risk is going to be a little bit higher because they don't come in with their needs being taken care of. I don't love seeing a lot of these things ticking up, though. Hygiene, exercise, family, and recreation. Like, food and sleep I'm used to. Hygiene, exercise, family, recreation, a little bit less so. This might imply that we should work on a bigger visitation room. Or just a second visitation room. We can make this one like our maximum security visitation. And then have like a huge normal security visitation like out over here or maybe even down here. In fact, I kind of like that idea, but it is going to take us quite some time to actually get it working. But we'll see, because there is a little bit of free time booked later in the day. It's only 2 p.m. right now. Regime. Yeah, there's some free time from 3 to 4. Let's see if that handles their needs. Because, you know, if you got 2 hours of free time, you could shower and play a couple games of pool. Hopefully that would take care of your hygiene and your recreation needs. I can't say anything about family, necessarily, but, you know, pop off into the yard, do some exercise or something. Yeah, see, he's weightlifting. There you go. You got a need for exercise. Only one person is actually taking advantage of it, though. It seems to mostly be taken care of here. Oh my god, a second overdose. It seems the reports of my prison's danger are largely being exaggerated here. I think we can definitely afford to let in 19 prisoners tomorrow, and it won't be an extraordinary risk. I think we're going to permanently need to hire more workmen. It's taking way too long. I wish you could assign workmen to, like, work in the forestry area alone. How many do we have? Like 18? 15. Alright, I'll hire 3 more. I thought we had 18, so I'm content to have 3 more here. It'll only cost us another $300 a day, which, all things considered, is relatively cheap for us right now. It is incredibly nerve-wracking that these guys choose to congregate right here. But hopefully this should take care of your exercise need. Yeah, it's almost all the way down. I wonder if we put like a television or some pool tables outside in the yard, if that would sort out our the recreation stat. But then if you don't work, like, you have that free time anyway. I don't know. Basically, I'm thinking that the prisoners are not necessarily making the most efficient use of their time. Maybe I'm, you know, expecting a little bit too much from them, but I don't necessarily think so. With this staff door installed, we have to be careful, of course, to, you know, avoid escapes, ideally. But also, there is a chance that this, if somebody just got, like, not even garden shears, but if they just took some staff keys, like 12 prisoners could just walk out here. But I'm pretty sure this area, let's look at deployment quickly. That's medium only. I think it should actually be staff only, now that I think about it. So there shouldn't even be prisoners in this area. If they are, well, we have a guard on patrol out here, I think, if I go to my deployment. We don't. Okay. Well, we're going to put a guard on patrol out here, just to make sure that no prisoners come into this area. Now, you should be able to kind of do this a little faster, but the workmen are exhausted. I don't know if we need a more enormous staff room. 5 staff members are exhausted, 0 are resting. I guess it's because they have jobs, but I would rather they just, you know, worked appropriately. Like, if you're tired, then, yeah, go to the staff room. I prefer for you to be efficient rather than exhausted. Prisoners need sleep, family, recreation. That's not so bad. How's carpentry doing? Not so hot. Maybe prisoners are a little bit too suppressed or something like that. All in all, though, that was a fairly successful day in Northernlion's prison, I'd say. I figured we might as well get the pipes installed early, because then, you know, once you get the pipes installed, you pretty much just gotta worry about the jail doors. The pipes are the most annoying part, and then it's like magnified by a factor of like 30 if they also have to put jail doors in, and then get around those at the same time while they're installing the pipes, also in like the middle of the walls. But I just had to make sure that I take great care to use my clone tool appropriately. We have 95 capacity. 6 of that is in protective custody. So we have 89 normal capacity. So we can afford to take in 20 prisoners a day for like the next 4 days. And our cell block isn't even done yet. When this is done, this is going to be an enormous expansion as well. I really do think that we should also build out down here. And we'll probably build just a huge visitation room here. The showers, I think, are more than large enough to handle it. We haven't had any issues with hygiene thus far. I mean, the hygiene stat, like, some people are complaining about it, but they'll presumably stop complaining once the showers open up or they get free time after sleep. You know, you're asleep, but if you weren't, you would probably complain about how bad you smelled after, like, 24 hours of not showering and being around a bunch of other sweaty dudes in this prison. I didn't think that this was such an enormous expansion here, but it has taken us forever to actually get the ingredients installed here. Did we get much in the way of exports yesterday? Some license plates. Oh, we made a superior bed. We made 3 superior beds yesterday. Each one sells for 400 bucks. That's amazing. We're going to complete that grant. I did not think that was going to happen in a relatively short amount of time, but clearly it did. So yeah, this will be an expansion down here. I think we'll make this maximum security visitation. Yeah. And then we'll make the other one normal security visitation. It'll be huge, like bigger than the common room even. And then we just won't have like a protective custody visitation, which they're going to be real sad about the whole I can't see my family stuff. But at the same time, it's probably better that it just gets handled that way as opposed to being stabbed. What we could do is just make a small expansion, a small room, and then like 3 visitors tables. I mean, for this one, we have 12 visitors tables for like 166 prisoners. So there's a long way to go before we need more than maybe even 1 or 2 visitors tables. But we might as well just expand, you know. Anyway, I've got all these visions of sugar plums dancing in my head, of course. We've actually got to finish doing the infrastructure here before we can worry too much about actually doing that stuff, because I just want to make the cell block expansion first. But it is nice to know that, or nice to see, that our prison appears to be running relatively well, in spite of the fact that I'm kind of just setting it and forgetting it. Like, I'm just commentating on what is kind of happening right now, as opposed to actually having any influence on it ourselves. And once these trees reach maturation, oh boy, we're gonna make like $30,000 in one day. 20 minutes till new prisoners. Of course, the other thing that I've mentioned a few times, but bears mentioning again, is that we desperately need to get a larger maximum security prison. Because as of right now, anytime we have like a deadly person come in, we have to kick like a hardened criminal out of maximum security into normal, which doesn't really seem like the segregation there is going to do much for our safety. David Newbie Little. David just had his first beer but was caught drunk driving to a casino. He got away at first, but the next day he was in an alley regretting everything but the beer. Oh yeah, must have been quite strong. Logan Niner Delta. Killed his two best friends for calling him by his nickname too many times. Shot one and hit the other with his own hands till he died. This man should stay locked up for a long time. Volatile and stoical scares the crap out of me. But I don't think that necessarily warrants just kicking somebody out of maximum security, but I do think that he will be problematic. Alright, another 8 prisoners. Fearless scares the crap out of me. Mark Eden, nothing special. Michael Dum Dum Hall. Michael was good at maths, although he was in the blue about anything social. One day a man began to make fun of Michael, so Michael grabbed a spork and stabbed him in the eye, and he got arrested. Okay. Okay. Oh, Dan Denoli 3 Rosser was convicted of unlawfully carrying a weapon in a public place after police saw him running in a park with a kitchen knife. He allegedly claimed that everybody runs faster with a knife, and he was using it for a speed advantage. Oh, pure ponage. / Counter-Strike. And one last truck here. Just want to quickly look at their reputations. I don't see anything too special here. Great haircuts, though. Adam the Getaway Bulger. He grew up like a normal kid, but then a gang threatened to help him. Threatened him to help them, and then he became their getaway driver. Then he got caught for a speeding offense. Okay. That was my bad. That was written just fine. I just happened to lose the ability to read the English language at that point in time. And that's okay. As long as people are still getting fed, people are still getting showered, and not rioting, then I feel like this is going okay. Again, the hygiene goes up. We just allowed like 10% more prisoners in that were unshowered. So that, to me, that explains why our hygiene stat is a little bit lower than maybe we would like it to be. Or the hygiene need is a little bit lower than maybe we'd like it to be. These workmen, man. Each one only costs $100 a day. So I'm going to pop another 2 down here. We'll have 20 workmen. Because we are expanding like crazy. It would be helpful for me. I'll admit, you know, it's probably largely due to the fact that my kind of production chain is set up very inefficiently here. But they like bring the pipes over here. Then when they have to install them, they have to walk all the way back into the prison to do it. Are there other pipes that need to be installed inside of the prison right now? There needs to be like one here. It's already in progress, and one here. Well, we could have set up a staff door, but I don't think it really matters. Except when we build the foundation, it might matter. So let's throw up a staff door there. And we'll see what's being produced during our work period here. What is on these trucks? More trees? Man, we are, well, we're solving the world's oxygen problems. Plenty of fresh air over here. And we're gonna become, like, we're gonna get a partnership with Sealy and mass produce these superior beds. And once these guys get out, I'm just gonna give them a job here. We got the facilities. We're gonna just smoothly transition from a prison to a mattress and bed manufacturing corporation. It's the American dream, basically. We have another 11 prisoners arriving tomorrow, which, again, I think it's pretty much acceptable to just take them in. Valuation is now $680,000. Once we build out and get more fixtures and more prisoner capacity, our valuation will go up substantially, I think. And you know what? We're making enough money on a daily basis that I kind of feel like, you know, even more workmen are worth hiring. We've hired 7. That's a $700 cost per day. But if we get the prisoners in like a day earlier as a result of having a 1/3 larger work staff, then I think it pays for itself pretty quickly as long as we're constantly expanding. And if we're not, well, we can just, you know, sack them. We can fire them. Sack means something different regionally where I'm from. It means that you, you know, tap them in the testicles so that they go, oh, and it hurts a little bit. More than a little bit, you know? It's more than a feeling. So, we've got a relatively good area here. We're not doing anything else at the moment. Why don't we just take a look at our confidential informants who are not very suspected right now and also have very good coverage. We'll see if we can get some reputations. Mostly I'd be looking to push some people into into protective custody if possible. Is this a CI? No. One CI is in here. Okay, let's take a look. Volatile. Yeah, we can't just push volatile or instigators into maximum security because there's too many of them. So many people are fearless. Oh, here we go. We just learned some new information. We saw that guy's reputation change right away. That was cool. Okie dokie. Let's see if we can get this guy's reputation. Yeah, okay, he's strong. No ex-law enforcement that I can see. We have one more CI who should be coming. Oh, crap. I gotta search this guy. Oh, no, he's got a cell phone. Okay, that's not so bad. Extremely tough. He's got a lighter. Mostly, I'm looking for weapons. Weapons, I'm not a big fan of. Drugs and alcohol, hey, you know, I'd prefer that they weren't there. But, it's not the end of the world. Ah, wooden pickaxe. So if you have a wooden pickaxe, congratulations, your cell is being searched. Because I will not abide by tunnels showing up. So we're gonna give them some time for their suspicion to go back down again, because obviously I don't want them to just be straight up murdered. We're almost done with our explanations here, or not our explanations, our infrastructure here. None of our informants are marked for death. I'd say that's a pretty good sign. There's another wooden pickaxe here. I'm gonna risk it. And we'll just make sure our CIs aren't being... Did our CI literally just get caught with cigarettes in the security room? Like, what's wrong with you? Oh, there's a fight somewhere, I think. Maybe not. Maybe just an incident. And that's good. Okay, so we took 2 wooden tools out. That's a start, at least, I'd say. Let's talk about getting this foundation started. And this should build out very quickly. So we pretty much want to roll from here down to here. Now this will break that wall, so we don't want to do that. We already have an entrance. It's a $15,000 foundation. That's very expensive, and actually we're probably going to run out of cash on hand once we actually start building this, or once we get the cells going especially. We're gonna run out of cash on hand because each cell costs about $1,000 to get set up. But anyway, that was a relatively kind of not that eventful episode, but everything seems to be running well in the prison, which I consider to be an enormous kind of positive for us. Do we have a bunch of exports that we can sell? I mean, we have a few. I don't think we lose anything by just selling them manually, so I'm going to sell them manually. We're at like 54,000. And we'll see how high we can get up here. A few extra thousand is nothing to sneeze at. We are at 70% of the beds that we need to make as well. So I'd say that this has gone pretty well. This foundation will be done very early, I think, into the next episode. But anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, click the like button. We've got a major expansion project underway that will be done. It'll be start to get done by the next episode at least, and we've got other plans after that. More maximum security cells down here, a bigger visitation room, and then we'll segregate the visitation rooms to keep everybody safe. Maybe a visitation room up here as well for protective custody, because, hey, I feel bad that they're going to be locked in here for like 10 years and not be able to see their family. Ooh, baby! Hold up a minute here. These guys seem kind of mad. Remove tunnels. Yeah. Yeah, this is bad. They're trying to build it, but they can't. Oh, come on. Armed guard. Run over here, dog. 0 today. Wait, did that... Oh, we just lost like our $5,000, our $5,000 incident, or lack of incidents bonus. In any case, that'll do it. We'll fill in that tunnel as soon as possible. They'll probably wait till the foundation's done, which should be done relatively quickly. But anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate your support, and I'll see you tomorrow with another episode.